mean, they do say a lot of things about Jersey.
It's filthy.
It's not
And
cute.
Trenton,
It's not cute. Jersey's not cute. No offense to the Jersey girls, but it's not cute.
it's not.
Even though my family from there, not Trenton. Sorry.
Oh, you just said, "Let's speak then." Not Trenton.
they
There's
from
a
they
couple of niggas from Trenton, New Jersey that went to undergrad with, and they were all kinda, like, dirty-esque.
dirty-esque.
It's crazy.
Well, sorry to them
Ooh,
men's.
I'm sorry to those Trenton men, honey.
yes, sir. Well,
Ooh.
okay, well anyway, welcome to Sus the Pod. I'm TJ.
I'm TP. Hey, girlies.
I am so apologetic, you guys. I
Yep, honey, I'm
know
not owning this one.
it was really my fault that
Like, yeah.
we didn't deliver an episode last week. It's
Well,
cool. I was very burnt out anyway, and it
it
just
was
was so
very busy.
unrealistic. Why did I have work till 10 o'clock
It
Monday
that
and
first of all, that is
Tuesday?
crazy. That is crazy.
It is crazy.
This smells so good.
And I learned a
Um,
lot about white
White men.
audacity.
Let me
Mhm.
tell you something.
Mhm.
The white audacity is so grand. Let me tell you. They
Not
just
me too.
it's monumental. The audacity.
Yeah, and it's like I'm not gonna say what I was doing, but if you're on the close friends, you know what I
Mhm.
was I
Mhm.
was doing, and it's just
That sounds
so
so
just
gross, the way you
white people
presented that.
just so
You say, "'Cause
white
you know what I was doing in the close
if you
friends,
know if
honey."
you know what I was doing, you know what I was doing, okay? It's just the audacity for me that
Mm.
folks can just live in a world where you just don't have like you can just not care about anything.
Be
And you're
so
like, oh, it's
oblivious.
whatever.
The
Yeah,
world's
because
literally falling apart, and everyone's like, "Hey, well,
yeah,
me and my
well,
friends, we're hanging
we're
out."
cool. Yeah, we're
Yep.
cool.
"Gas? Please. We
Yeah,
our tanks are full."
yeah. Okay. Mind
Ugh.
you, the people you would think that the people because I seen their homes. You would think that the people got coin and to be acting like that,
Well, it's
absolutely not.
usually the ones that don't,
Yes, it's just like
that are always railing against the fucking machine. Meanwhile, you live in a shack, okay? So,
because it's
that makes
everyone
sense.
else's fault.
Yep.
There you
Mm.
go.
Ugh.
All right. Well. M- Beyond that, how was
Mhm.
your week?
My week was good. Lots of moving parts in the
Mm-hmm.
space and in the place.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I heard.
had yeah, yep, lots of moving space and things and time and place. Um, you know, thus far it's been good. I had a great weekend. It was nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm glad.
yes.
I'm glad.
Uh, it was nice. It was nice. So, yeah, I'm glad to be
Okay.
here. Saw some friends over the weekend, had unlimited sushi, which we love.
We do.
So, yeah.
Nice little rice ball. Mhm.
Yeah.
I have been so I am a Pokemon player as the folks know
Period. Mhm.
and some of our friends to the show as well. So my time in my spare time, I have been playing Fire Red and I've also been playing Pokopia, which for the people who have
Ooh,
Animal Crossing, Pokopia,
what is that?
it's like the Pokemon version of Animal Crossing.
Really? I love Animal Crossing and Stardew
It's
Valley.
it is crack. These
Is
games are
it?
crack. Like I'm just it's so
So do you
stunning.
take care of them like you would do,
So
like
you would build the homes or
okay.
rebuild the areas.
Mhm.
It's I think it's better than Animal Crossing because Animal Crossing doesn't really have a storyline, but this does have a storyline because as you progress in the story, you get more skills to do fun things.
So basically, this
Um,
is Stardew Valley,
probably, I'm assuming so.
'cause it's the same
Um,
shit.
yeah, and it's just like you just building up homes and like, "Oh my god, I need to put a wall here." And like it's just really ridiculous how deep in the hole you get on this stuff.
But it's a Pokemon game.
Yeah, because
So
all the people who move in the village are the Pokemon, and you can put them to work like slaves.
okay, that's
Yeah.
interesting. See, Stardew Valley is more on the farming
Yes.
aspects, and then it goes to the storyline, whereas you're just, like, communing with a bunch of different people and building your home in
Like the Amish.
Animal Crossing. very much like the Amish. Like, I've been making pickled beets, all kinds of things on my Stardew Valley farm. So,
Mhm.
shout out to the Stardew girls,
Yeah,
okay?
shout out to Stardew Girls. I've been telling Torchic and Bulbasaur to wake up in the middle of the night so they can till the land and and
That's crazy, not modern day
and work
slavery.
and work the furnace because I have things to build.
So
Okay?
you say you would
Yo,
need
all
somebody doing
night.
something.
Yes, all night.
Now, what are you
Like, there's
playing
no
this
sleep.
on? Your Switch too?
Yes, absolutely.
You about to make me try to get this game because now I'm interested.
It's cracky.
I don't know. I don't need no other game on my phone.
You'll be like let me tell you, you'll be like next thing you know, a couple hours roll by. All you've been
That's what I'm
doing was just like
saying. I don't need that. I'm
stacking
serious.
blocks on top of each other. It's crazy.
It's called
Alright,
Pokemon what?
Pocopia.
Pocopia,
Mhm,
cornucopia.
mhm,
Okay,
mhm,
I got you.
mhm,
I got you.
mhm. Okay, my god. Well, let's get into other people's business.
Aren't we always in other people's business?
Yeah,
I love it though.
that's what people like.
I
They
live.
like a
I
little
live.
why you say it like that? So, last night wait, what's today? Tuesday.
Tuesday,
Tuesday?
so night before
Oh,
last.
Jesus.
Sunday? Is
The
it
O
Tuesday?
the Oscars it is Tuesday. It made it
Oh
to Tuesday.
wow. Damn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so Sunday,
Okay.
the
Mm-hmm.
Oscars. Before we get to the black news, were you surprised at anything? Were you rooting for anything besides the black stuff?
Okay, I was about to say because I was definitely rooting for everything black. I was
Yes.
not surprised by anything because most of those movies I
Mhm.
had never heard of or seen.
Oh,
So the only thing that I was surprised about is how much media and material I do not consume when it comes to movies. So I
mm,
was very surprised to know that Frankenstein was a movie in which that came out at one point. I
it's on
learned about who
Netflix.
that made. Not gonna watch it. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh,
But
I haven't watched it either. It's too
I'm not
long.
gonna
It's 3
watch it.
hours.
What is the other one? Um, Familiar Strangers or Family Situations, whatever, with the old
Mhm.
people. I never knew that that was a thing. Never gonna watch it. The movie with Tiana Taylor. I knew it was a thing. I've never seen it. I also heard that it's really long. Probably won't
It's very
watch it.
long.
But I felt very, great that the people were winning. So congrats to the winners.
Yes.
Yes.
I do wanna call out two before we get into the blacks. I do
Mhm.
wanna talk about how because I do like the films, child. I do like the films. I predicted this is such a small category, but, like, I saw the movie F1 on
You
the
watched that?
airplane. Yes, because I
So it's
heard it
just
was
about, like,
good.
racing cars, right?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. So the movie is about, of course, F1 racers and this guy who was like a big racer, DiCaprio, I think. No,
Leonardo?
Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt. It was Brad
Oh,
Pitt.
okay.
Or was it?
Oh,
I think it
he's
was Brad Pitt. Yeah,
actually
yeah,
playing the person.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I think it was Brad Pitt. Don't
Funny
quote me on this,
white
but
man.
either way, Damson Idris, aka the new Black Panther, was in there.
The guy that was
So
yes, the very cute man.
yes.
Okay.
So basically Brad Pitt was just trying to he's a legendary like racer and then they try to get him to go back to being a professional racer for this like terrible race car team and then he
Okay.
did it and he had this rivalry with his teammate. It was about working together and the power of friendship. You know how it goes. But when I saw when I saw the movie I was listening because I had my headphones in because like I said it was a plane. I
Mhm.
said, "This sound" I've never seen a movie where I'm like, "Oh, this sound is incredible." Like, the sound, they need to win something for this sound.
So, okay, and I heard people, like, talking about this. I think even Jimmy said something no, somebody said something about the sound and how it was so great. But I'm
Mhm.
confused about this. Was it just, like, the sounds of the vrums of the cars?
Yeah, yes. So, that's the
Would
rumor
you say, "What?
because
Why, yes."
because the sound made you feel like you were there because it was like it's not only the cars, but of course, like you get the crowds and, like, the inside of the car, when they jacking up the
Mhm.
double
Mhm.
fisting, doing all of that, and all of
Okay.
that stuff,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they put
yeah.
the tire like, all of it was done so well, and, like, you could just close your eyes and you'd be like, "Oh, dang, I was there." So that was cool. I
Okay,
really was
okay.
rooting for Golden because Golden was my jam. It
Honey,
still is my
let
jam.
me tell you something. This nigga down here been
Mhm.
killing Golden, okay? Like, feeling
Okay, come on.
empowered, ready to stand up and fight, okay? Listen,
I
I
could not
don't
get through that movie, but I love that song.
really, you
I think
couldn't
this
get through
song
the
is
movie?
mm-mm.
Just
I
not your
tried.
skis, huh?
No, but the song is crack, and I really hate how they cut them off while they was talking in it at the
That was very
Oscars.
fucked up. Like, I mean, cut
Uh,
the lights down and everything. I said
straight to
rude.
commercial.
Yep. Thank you so much for your time.
Um, the guy who was over the show or ABC, they were just like, maybe next year they're gonna try to do like a side feed or something, so that folks can get or something backstage or something
Yeah.
where folks can get the full speeches out because that's like
Okay.
real nasty work. It's
It
real,
is.
especially when it's like people of color and y'all cut them off like that. I
Let them
said,
white people get
uh-uh.
up there and talk for 3, 4,
Oh,
5
they could
minutes.
talk for the whole, yeah, they get to talk the whole time.
Mhm. Sure. You know how
Hate to
that
see
go.
it. But anyway, we did get want to give a huge congratulations to Ryan Coogler
Very much. We love it.
for Sinners.
Cute
For
self.
he got an Oscar for original screenplay, which of course you've seen Sinners, correct?
Multiple times. Thank you. I have. I
Great.
have. Um, from one hoodoo baby to another, very, very much, spiritual in nature. We love it.
hmm and then of course, congrats to Michael B for Sinners
Hmm.
as well, which was like incredible.
Amen. Amen.
I was very surprised about that
Was
because
not. I figured that he would win.
he won this actors award. That was the only one he won throughout the whole season.
Yeah.
But that of course that's voted on by your peers, so that's wonderful.
Yeah.
And I'm glad. I feel like they should have gave him the award twice for playing two
Yeah.
characters.
Amen. I mean, I think that was just the technicality of that. I think I read somewhere else, like, he did a couple other things to distinguish the 2 characters from
Mhm.
each other, and
He
some
did a
of,
great
like,
job.
the things yeah, some of the things
The
that he did.
dimples.
Yeah, like, it was very much a well thought out approach, so I'm glad that he was able to take it home in front of his family, his mom and siblings and all the things, so shout out to the niggas. That's what I say.
Yeah, okay. And you know what's crazy? Jonathan Majors could have been here. You know that
My
tumble.
god,
Could you
my
believe it?
god.
All of your friends. This was his crew. This is folks.
Not anymore.
Kugler, Michael B, Jonathan Majors. They were the squad, and he had to get involved with that white girl.
What was he supposed to be in?
He was supposed to be in Sinners.
Really?
Yes, he was supposed to be either one of the Smokestack twins. Or they're
Shut
not
your
twins,
mouth.
but they were gonna be
Like
they were gonna be
brothers.
Smoke and Stack. Yes, and then
Wow, now I did not know that. That is interesting. Sorry to that man.
big
Mm.
sorry to that man,
Yeah, damn, yikes.
and he'll probably never
Yikes.
work with Coogler again.
No, I mean, they probably still friends off camera. You think?
No,
No? Okay.
no,
Got it.
no.
Got it. Got it.
Yes, no, no,
Well,
it's
hate that
probably
for
better
him.
that they're not. Yeah, well, he
Yeah,
should
yeah.
never did that thing.
Yikes. Okay, well,
Last time I heard he was gonna go to one of those these right-wing folks that start do movies for them and stuff like that.
oh, no.
'Cause
Not right wing.
when the stars when they take a tumble, they always go to the Trumpies.
Child, well, have fun with that.
Well,
See how far
yes,
that gets you.
well, he already went to Zeus and it didn't work out, so he gotta knock on another door.
I didn't
So
know that Nick Cannon is, like, a partial owner of Zeus.
is he? You teaching me
Yeah.
something.
I think so. That I think I read that somewhere or someone told me that, and it's like, "Ew."
Well, he's a businessman.
I mean, yeah, but
Mm, well, I guess that does make sense because he did have Wild 'N Out up there or something.
oh,
Bad
he
versus
actually does
Wild for
not
the
own
folks
it.
that remember. Oh, never mind. So it
No,
does
he
not make
doesn't.
sense.
Mm-mm. He works with Zeus as an executive producer,
Mm, okay.
so mhm,
Makes
read
sense.
on.
So so one of the conversations that was just like rumbling around the internet, and I know you did not see One Battle After Another,
I
and
didn't.
I'm gonna talk about Teyana Taylor
Yes, please.
because some folks have some issues with her. But I do wanna
Really?
say I enjoy yes. Well, yes. I enjoy One Battle After Another. I know the people there's a lot of these folks online. Can I say this? This is I'm taking an aside here.
Yeah, please.
Just an aside.
Okay.
People online, let's say you yourself, let's say you play music in the band.
Mhm, mhm.
So you claim that you know music,
Okay.
right?
Oh, Lord.
Now if what what?
Mhm,
So now if it's an outsider like me, okay, and I
mhm,
said, "Oh, I
mhm,
don't like that song." And then those people are like,
mhm.
"You don't have no taste.
Yeah, yeah,
What does your opinion matter?" Now, let's apply this here
okay.
to film.
Let's do it.
S- Same type of
Take me through
folks.
there.
Take same type of folks. They said, "I don't like one bad after another." I don't whatever. They are not film people.
True. That's usually how it
If it
goes.
would if now me myself, and this is where I dropped the resumes and stuff on the table here. Me myself, the girls have worked in the films, in the
Mhm,
TVs. I love that
mhm.
stuff. I studied it
Yeah.
a little bit.
Mhm.
One better after another, for it to be 3 hours long, was a
Right.
good film. There was acting down up in there. Okay, I don't like. I understand. I think a lot of the discontent that people have is with the subject matter, but you're getting this Oscar for Best Picture is, of course, more than the subject matter, and the funny thing is, it's like a protest movie,
Mhm.
but a lot of people are caught up on the fact that, like, Tiana plays like she
A
plays like
problematic
Asada
person.
yeah, like, she's plays like an Asada character,
Yeah.
but they don't talk about how the fact this was more like a protesty type thing, which is more relevant about what's going on in the news today, and that's probably what carried it over, but nobody talks about that. Whatevs. Whatevs. Um, so yes.
I feel like people just do that because, like, 'cause I think I saw a little bit of discourse about, like, the portrayal of Black women in this film and, like, how they didn't like it and all these things, but I think people sometimes fail to realize that, um, at 2 things can be true at the same time, and
Mhm.
so, like, although these things might be stereotypical, there are also things that happen within
Yeah.
the community, and so taking those things from real life into film sometimes does make sense. But it's do you really need to get on your soapbox to your point and you don't even really watch film to then posit into the community that this is stereotypical and you don't like the film because it does X, Y, and Z. And it's like, babe, you also watch baddies. Like,
Clock it.
make it
Clock
make
it.
sense.
Clock it.
You know what I'm
And
saying? So,
and like I said, the Tiana character was inspired by real people, so it
yeah,
wasn't like this was, like, out there. She was
like
only in the movie
written.
for, like yeah, she was only in the movie for, like, 15 minutes, which was y'all complaints. Y'all complained that she was in the movie for why was she
Yeah.
nominated for supporting? And she's like that character, just briefly there, but had
Wow.
impact. Anyway, so the conversation I saw online well,
Mhm.
first off, she's been having a ball because,
I can tell, honey.
this is her moment. But some people are like, "She's doing too much," you know, she's like she jumping around, she choked out the director slightly because she was excited. We
Yeah,
got on that stage. It was excited. They were like, why does she get to hold the Oscar? All this stuff. There's a bunch of conversation. It basically goes to that trope, like, why are you essentially, and I'm just distilling it down.
yeah.
This is a classy moment. Why are you bringing your ghetto up in here?
Well, baby, with, somebody like Teyana Taylor, she's taking that with her wherever she goes. Like, that is just and I would dare to say that that is more of her New Yorkness than
Yeah, the
ghetto-ness.
like the big it's a lot of
Personality.
personality.
Yeah,
It's a lot
yeah.
of excitement.
Wasn't,
She's always been
Regina
like that.
Hall in that film too? I saw people talking about how they
Yes.
were kind of, like, freaking out about how she was kind of, like, standoffish from what was going on, and they were wondering why she was feeling or looking the way that she was looking during that whole thing.
I don't know.
I I don't either,
But
but I
but you know what she was? Is she actually the funny thing is she hasn't gotten a lot of coverage for it, you know?
yeah.
You forget that she was in
Was she
forget
in
that
it
she
longer
was
than
a part of the
Teyana?
cast. I feel like they're probably in, like,
The same amount
around
of
the
time?
same time. But the girl Chase Infinity, the young one,
Was the mhm.
she was definitely in there more. But yeah, and then of course the Academy apologized because apparently Tiana got into a scuffle with the security
I
guard.
did see that.
Uh,
Mhm, mhm. SIS security, they said, "Absolutely not.
mhm,
We
mhm.
apologize for him putting his
Quickly.
hands on Tiana, thank you."
Mhm.
Which I love to
Look,
see.
folks, just why do we have to police the joy, okay?
That's a good
This her first
question.
time. It's her first time, okay?
Let the girl have it.
Hopefully yeah, hopefully not the last. Like, let her enjoy the moment.
You know how
I
people
don't
are just
understand.
assholes and just it
Wha
really be it really be us. It really be us as a
it
collective
do be us.
policing our own people and just like, they can't hear why she's so excited. She shouldn't even have
It's
that much joy." But then on the other coin, be like, "Oh, well, black women always being silenced."
they want you to be classy and demure, okay? They want you to
Girl,
shrink. They want you to
fuck
shrink,
that.
okay? Exactly. But that was great. Um, and I look forward to, what this next year in film brings.
I gotta get back into the films, honey.
It's good
Sometimes when you
stuff. So, like,
I
I
felt
feel like this
really
one was a good
bad
year.
when,
It's a
like,
good
they were
year.
talking about it, and I was like, "Damn, I have seen none of these films," and it does make you feel kind of, like, out of the loop in really important culture,
Mhm.
but I also don't have the attention span for film, so
Yeah,
I
baby,
like
them
episodic things.
them 3 hours. It
Honey,
has to be a good
sleep.
film.
Honey, sleep.
Good film.
It can be good,
Alright,
I'm still asleep.
uh, dead. You gotta catch it.
Like, catch
Break it
them
up into
Z's,
parts.
honey. Yeah.
Alright, what else happened? I know we're a couple days removed from this now, but,
Mhm.
Rihanna, her house was
Oh,
shot up
honey, this shit is
by a
crazy.
crazed by a crazed fan. I've only seen
Honey,
clips of this lady, like,
talking about the most
online.
random shit. Like, "Ma'am, is
She's
everything
from
okay upstairs?"
she is from Florida. She flew I guess she drove
I don't
with
know
a
what she
gun in her
did.
car.
Crazy.
I feel like she drove with a gun in her car. So here's my question. Here's the question. She goes online and does this stuff. Do the friends not say anything? Do
Maybe the
you
friends
not
are scared
catch the girl?
too.
Like, what?
Like,
Like,
they were afraid. Like, what the fuck? She she was probably
what
cuckoo
is
for
this?
fucking Cocoa Puffs, and all her fucking friends were like, "Baby, we have to stay away from this because
Yes.
she's gonna shoot us next."
Well, I it's too much. Like, she shot
But
up their
apparently she has a
home and
yeah, she has a criminal history of being crazy, so I think that's why.
well, guess what? She's gonna be crazy behind bars.
Absolutely, as she
'Cause
rightfully
now
should be.
now she has the attempted murder charges. Cause there were people at the house.
Yep,
Plenty of people at the house, so
that's crazy.
bye, Miss
How do you
Mamas.
even find her address?
Well,
You ain't that crazy if you could find Rihanna's address. That's
what
crazy.
s okay, that means the prosecutors, hello, she planned it.
Yeah, that about to there's some neurons firing because if you can find
Something.
the bitch address, get there and then get ready to shoot and shoot?
And
Absolutely.
shoot.
You put her under the jail, okay?
Yeah,
She don't even
well,
need no trial. Well, no, let me not say that. I don't wanna start that precedent, honey. She needs a trial, but
lock in the famous words, "Lock
lock
her
her
up."
up. I know that's right. Put her ass away. That's crazy work. That's crazy. How you drive it was like some of the videos that I saw about her, like, talking shit about how Rihanna was, like, staring at her and, like, talking about her subliminally, and it's like, "Girl, this woman does not know you at all,
At
and you
all.
on God's you on Beyonce's internet talking about some and the way that she always is like, she just needs to go ahead and say it directly to me, and it's like,
It's crazy. I don't
"Ma'am."
you know, and I think it saddens me a little bit because I'm like, because Rihanna be amongst the people, you
Yeah.
know? She be outside. Now she gotta really watch her back because like, it's really unhinged
Right.
people.
That's
They trying to
scary.
Yolanda Saldivar is coming for her now.
Honey,
Hate it.
God, and rest in peace, Selena.
Yes. Also, Mama Tina
Oof.
has been
Oof.
in the let me tell you, the people this whole family, the people got to smoke. Like, I don't know what it
Honey,
is going on.
they've been
They
fucking
got the
everybody in that family up this week, okay? I hate it for 'em. I know Beyonce is
so
tired.
it's we gonna get there. But Mama Tina done dropped her gumbo. Her I don't want to even call it her gumbo. Her name is on the gumbo
I'm about to say, 'cause it
because
ain't hers.
it ain't hers,
Let's be
and it which
real.
is because what she said was she said she worked with these two chefs and they had the gumbo and she put her little touches on it, which sounds like
She
maybe
didn't.
she probably added the
That's what it
touch
sounds
was
like to
adding
me.
the touch was adding her name on the cup.
Correct. Correct. That was the touch, okay? She touched the
Um,
spoon and stirred it.
okay. Well, I mean, what blows my mind here is that when she said this is like a 20-hour gumbo, like what gumbo takes that long? I don't know. And
Girl.
it's odd. It's odd you have seafood and stuff cooking that long. Like what's happening in there?
Yeah, I don't that's gumbo just looks like a bowl of, like, things splattered together, so I'm already not, like, necessarily a fan of it, but to your point, not you got shrimp cooking for 20 hours. It's crazy.
It is
Like,
crazy. Do you and well, a lot of people have apparently tasted it. Do you think that these people are legitimately like, "Oh, this is gross," or
yes.
I think it's mid. I'm guessing that it's mid, but I do think people put 20 on 10.
Yeah, well, they could be. I definitely think it's probably not great. Like,
Mm,
I
mm,
don't because gumbo is such a, like, s it's a cultural staple, but it has so many variations.
mm,
So, any somebody from, the northern part of Louisiana versus someone who lives in Texas versus someone who lives in the southernmost part of Louisiana all probably have very different takes on gumbo. So, I think
mm.
yeah, potentially people who tasted it were like, "This shit nasty." But then you got people who don't know what gumbo and its ingredients and its process are at all, and I think those are the people who are, like, putting 20 on 10. They like,
Yeah.
this nasty," and they want a moment to say it's nasty, but, like, I think it's utterly ridiculous that you're at a rodeo selling gumbo. Like,
In the
to
heat, and
me in the heat.
it's too warm. It
Yeah.
just don't seem right.
Yeah, that seems like a very odd thing to have at, like, basically a carnival, like, you selling
Yeah.
gumbo. I just don't that is weird, but I you got a whole fucking crab leg sticking out of this shit. Like, I don't think so. I don't think so. No.
I do love to make gumbo because of
Do
course
you?
it's a labor of love. I'd make mine, because I usually don't put chicken in mine. So, I
I
usually do
thought
a
Big
seafood
Mama be out here
in mine.
cooking. I
Big
really
Mama
love this for
do.
you.
Big Mama do. Um,
Okay.
so what I usually do this is I guess since
Let's get into it.
I'm not from
Mhm.
Louise or Texas.
Not
I'm not a big dog
Louise.
like that. I do like to make a seafood stock though. So
Okay.
I save
Shrimp
my
shells.
shrimps. Yes, I save them
Mhm,
and then
mhm.
make a stock with that, and I use in the stock that I make, I use, one of the seafood boil bags that you put in there to also infuse it with, like, more, like, seafood because
I am so impressed.
I can't find crab like, the crab or it's crab burrow, as they say down there, crab burrow. I can't find none at the store, so
Okay,
I just the only got it is the bag. So I try to make my stock, and then of course we do the roux. We do the roux. I put my andouille. I put my andouille in there. Okay,
okay.
my trinity in there.
You
You
are
know,
just
we do
like
it.
I am, like,
Mm, yeah, and then
flabbergasted with you right now.
the best part is that if you make a really delicious, if you know how to make a good gumbo, you don't gotta throw a bunch of powdery seasonings and stuff in there because
No.
the flavors carry really well.
Yeah.
You throw a little bit of Tony Chachere's or something, a little Creole,
Mhm,
something blah blah
mhm,
blah up in
mhm.
there. The heat is well, you get some hot sauce because you also don't want to make it too salty. Okay,
Correct,
that's okay. You
correct.
don't make it too
Okay.
salty. Um,
Look
so
at
good,
you.
so
Let's just
good.
get the
Okay,
cookbook
let's
going.
get okay.
Wow. Let's
Hey,
get the
hey,
Pod cookbook going because
yes.
clearly Big Mama really knows what she's doing. The
A little
directions
sus
that you have
recipes.
given, yeah, I'm
Mhm.
very impressed because
Thank you,
you
thank
look
you.
like you don't cook, and
Well, hmm,
you look like you get other people to do it for you. So,
I
I
wish.
but I love the fact that you really be in the kitchen knocking pots. I really love that.
Yes, yes. Might be in the kitchen cooking with your pots. Okay.
You might
Um,
be.
word to Gucci. All right. Well, speaking of also the folks in her family
Oh,
here, I'm not. We're gonna get to Jules in a second, but I just want to because this is breaking news that Jay-Z is gonna be headlining the Roots picnic, and
I did see that.
I feel like, I mean, of course, this sounds like there's gonna be an album coming soon, and I know he's been
Mhm.
under fire. The internet has been trying to kick him for like the last year or two. They
Really
all of
has.
that the
But
Nicki
he's in the Epstein
Minaj.
files.
like every like between he has driven Nicki Minaj to insanity for whatever
He
Rock
has.
Nation is doing. Tory Lanez, I don't know. All these people wish Rock Nation will crumble. Hey, the Super Bowl, all this stuff. The folks are on his neck,
I
and I'm so
forgot,
interested.
yep,
I'm so interested in what he has to say because I do like Jay-Z. So
me too.
I will listen to the album.
I always
So
have.
okay, come on. We stand up for it. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that's gonna be. Yes, get your Illuminati signs up, y'all.
Period, okay? Just that sacrificial.
Yes. Yes, yes,
Let me
yes.
stop playing before they call both of us. They're not calling us. We are not rich enough.
Okay.
They calling me,
This rock, my rock.
okay?
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm not gonna go to the Roots picnic, but shout out to
Yeah,
Philly and
I hear that it's very, like, chaotic
yeah.
and a
I'm sure it's
lot.
a blast.
My homegirl live in
Ja
Philly, and when I saw it, I was like, "Ooh, that might be a fun time to go," but then, like,
Yeah,
maybe
y'all got
not.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll find somebody's TikTok stream and
Mhm.
maybe we'll see it. Well, then let's jump on to old nephew Jules.
Girl,
So for the so Jules, the son of Solange, has the gays up in shambles.
they are
Okay.
pissed, honey.
So Jules was booked to host a club night in Atlanta for the gays.
Mhm.
And then as this was being promoted, Gay Magazine, GAYE Magazine, they have a really great social media presence. It's really fun stuff they got on there. They were partners in like this whole situation and were supposed to interview him. They said they submitted the questions prior to,
Mhm.
I mean, obviously they had access to him because they were able to get at least a camera, a camera and something in his face. He was like, "Nope, not at all." He also did not address the crowd or just like anything.
Also, he
And the
actually
gays,
did get to the space and the place.
he was there. He was
Okay.
there. Uh, Hoodie on, homegirls around him, hoodie on, he was just there. Basically, it was just booking fee.
Right.
He was just there to get his club check, and then I guess he just left. What do you think about how offended the gays are from this whole fiasco?
I I feel a few ways because I feel like one, why do you, yes, we want straight representation to show up as allies, but also I think this was another like quick grab for the girls to say, "Oh, we got jewels in here," and it's like
Mm,
that's why I think it backfired because what was the point of bringing someone like a Jules into a space curated for gay people? Because not once has he posited himself as an ally publicly. Not once has
mhm,
he taken a stance to say, "Power to the gays," right? And so, I think it was just a vanity thing, like, "Oh, we got Jules because he's so cute and fine, and we love" like, which in some aspects, I get, like, you want the visible fame, but I think you set yourself up a little bit when you bring someone who is not queer, who is not an
yeah,
open ally into a space crafted and curated for gay folks, especially Black gay folks. You run the risk of them feeling, like, a bit tokenized by it and then feeling like, "Okay, why are you really bringing me in here? Why are you asking me some of these questions?" And making them feel a bit uncomfortable. But at the same time, nigga, you also agreed to be here. You accepted the booking fee. So you gotta show up and act with uh some sort of like I don't even know what the word is, but you have to act like you wanna be there.
yeah,
And it's not fair to accept and know what you're getting yourself into and then not necessarily wanna do it. But I just feel like the girls did it for the ultimate wrong reasons, basically.
mm.
That's what I feel like.
It's one of those things where they used to do in, like, Charlie Brown, where they put the football in front of you, and then, like, was it
Mhm.
Lucy just, like, snatches it
Yep.
off, just
Mhm.
looks time and time again,
Yep.
time and time again,
Mhm.
and I can see how if someone is, like, very into the comments, if he ever read the comments, I'm sure he
Right.
probably glanced, and the
Mhm.
gays are like, is he this? Is he
Mhm.
that?" And then
Mhm. Mhm.
or just kind of there's a pressure that builds of, like, some people just can't they just can't be normal sometimes. What I
No.
mean by
Mm-mm.
normal is just, like, you don't gotta sexualize this man or just do all
Yep.
these things, like, if we just gonna come to
Mhm.
the thing, let him just come to the thing, and we'll just see where we go from there, but, like, my god, I can see how that could be, like, intimidating to someone who is
Yeah.
because then what ends up happening is, like, just like he did, bring
Mhm.
all his homegirls up in there, and now the people are trying to
Mhm.
flash this, like, masculinity that they're not about it, okay?
Yeah.
They just gotta they put this shield up like, "Don't hit on me, don't do this, blah, blah, blah."
Yeah.
But as you said, you accepted this money, you need to act like you wanna at
Act like
least be
you
here.
want it.
Yes, okay? You need
Yeah,
to act
yeah,
like
yeah, you do. You need to act like you wanna be there. You wanna act like you have earned the money that someone is paying you. But to your earlier point, the sexualization has been running rampant prior to him getting there, while he was there, and will continue to run rampant because those same girls in the comments are gonna keep that conversation up. Now, me personally, I would not be surprised if at some point he comes out and says, "You know what? Maybe I do like men." Not to say that he's giving me any signals, but I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, hey, that might be a thing for him. But I just definitely think that this was like positioned wrong when there's plenty of
Mhm.
queer allies or queer folks that you could have bought into the space. So that's what you
Yeah,
get,
I don't even know
I
why he was
think.
booked in the first place.
Yeah, such a weird booking. Such a weird booking.
Who knows? And now we have a couple of quickies here. One, Jack Harlow has dropped he's dropped this new album called
Oh,
Monica or Monica, whatever you
my
wanna call it.
nigga.
Um, so he did an interview, where he said the guy asked him something about black music. Does he rap? Is he a rapper or he sing?
Yeah, I
He
guess.
rap? Yeah,
Mhm.
I guess he does rap. And he said something along the lines of, you know, exploring this black music, he's gotten blacker. Mind you, it's a room full of
It's
white
crazy
men.
work.
So the internet had a field day with this. And I just want to shout out to a couple of people here because there's a picture of him with one of those like 2000s like Jill Scott hats.
I hate that.
And like he was like AJ from 106 in Park. Shout out to Nathan. He called him disingenuine. They called him Charlie Kirk Franklin, Brian McWhite, Bleach Sweat,
Yeah.
IRS One, amongst other things. January 6th in Park. So,
That one was funny. That one was funny. Not January
so,
6th in part.
so this is a shame. And the funny thing is, the people who rate the music, I think it was Pitchfork gave it like a 3 out of 10. What is the reason? What is the reason? Why are we doing that?
It is disgusting to me, honestly. Like, we can't have nothing. We just can't have nothing. And, like, I think it's okay for you to say, "I love black music, and black music
Mhm.
has been an influential element in this album." And it made me really have a deeper appreciation for the music that I'm trying to make that mirrors some of the sounds that are essential to black music and culture. But saying that you got blacker is crazy because blacker is not a personality trait, okay? It is
Oh, good
not
lord.
something that it's not a skill set in which you can acquire, bitch. It is we don't we that's not how that works. It's literally an ethnicity and identity. So it's crazy to me that a white person would be like, "I got blacker," because you did not. You just got whiter. You just appropriated a little bit harder by telling
And then
someone.
Monica,
But
this
of
is it
all
sound thi
people
this sound
of
coded
all
to me.
people, listen,
This sound
yeah, my
coded.
nigga. That's
Like,
that's what it
what?
sounds like. Like, I just that is such a disgusting thing, and then to see people I think I reshared a post from Complex with those, like, album covers of him with
Mhm.
the Jill Scott. That is not funny to me. Like, that is not like a ha 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 moment. That just shows you how quick people are to give up of our culture to people like this, who ultimately will go on to have long lasting fame because of them dipping their finger into their toe, right? Into black music. Because let's get into it.
Mm.
Let's get into it for real. How many times have you seen Jack Harlow take on being black and the black identity to be an ally? 0, okay? But then you wanna step your ass over here and talk a little bit about how you got blacker and you love black music. Well, show us that you love black music by being an ally. When you get in front of a microphone on that red carpet and you talking to these journalists and shit, talk about, black music is one of the most influential, genres of no, I won't say genres, or the folks that make music across all genres, because black music is in all genres, right? Because black people make it. Huh? Like, I haven't seen you talk about how important preserving that is. But then here you come with a damn album called Monica, and we love Monica down. But Monica is not the moniker, okay, for all black music. Like I would have rather you said Luther Vandross, huh? Aretha Franklin. You wanna
Shaka
call it
Khan.
something? Shaka Khan. But you went to Monica. Girl, go to hell in a
You
handbasket.
you remember a couple years ago, he didn't know that, Brandy this is wait, he didn't really know who Brandy was. He didn't know that was, Ray J's sister.
Sister. Like, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? And so, like, it be shit like that for me that blows my mind. You didn't even know any of these
Your
people
your history,
at
okay?
all, and now you did a deep dive after listening to 3 or 4 black albums from the '90s. Now
You
here
know
you
what?
come with that
Honestly,
bullshit.
I would have preferred he just called it Brandy, because then you could have a point of reference, like, you learned something from this, but I don't know what
Just
this is
call it Jack.
j
Like, just
just
just call it your
I don't know.
name.
It's a fool.
Matter of fact,
It's a
don't call it
fool.
nothing to do with black folks. Just call
Back on
it
the shelf.
yeah, like, keep
Just
that
put it back on
shit.
the shelf.
And then people are like, "It's actually a really good album." I'm not
It's
listening to that
not.
shit.
It's
I'm not
not.
listening to that. I'm sorry. It's just never gonna get a spin over here at all. You was doing good when you came out with the I'm Vanilla Baby song. Cute. We loved it.
Stay he said, "Stay
Stay
vanilla."
vanilla. Okay, like, please. Next.
And finally, are you still boycotting Target?
You
Jamal
know
Bryant
what? I
said you
have
should
such
stop.
strong feelings about this. I have such strong
Yes.
feelings about this. I really do. I really do.
Mhm.
It's disgusting. But I don't know if you wanna set it up before
Oh,
we get
okay,
into it.
the setup here is that I don't know. First of all, I don't know who anointed Jamal Bryant as the, like, the captain of the Target
Right.
boycott team,
Yeah.
but apparently he leads it, and I guess he had a couple conversations with the things with the good folks at the Target, and he told the folks that the boycott was over, unbeknownst to us, because I didn't get that letter in the mail.
Okay.
Nonetheless, people clapped back at that, like, "What are you talking about?"
Okay, they said,
And
"We're not going
and
up
he
in there."
and he did a "Brrr." He said, "Oops, I'm sorry."
Yeah.
And
He did the
he made sure to say
reverse.
he said, "I did not get paid," because that was the assumption, like, they must have
Mhm.
paid you off real good,
Yeah.
offered you something, because it just doesn't make sense. Why would we you just coming out of nowhere saying that the boycott's done. Why is it done?
You know
DEI is still gone from
thank
Target.
you. Thank you. I guess I was talking about this on Blue Sky the other day. It is weird to me how we've chosen Target to be the center of the boycott because of their DEI rollbacks, primarily because when we think about the folks who are the most vulnerable, who are struggling with food deserts, who don't have quality food in their spaces, Targets are usually located in areas where the median household income is 80K or higher, right? So when you
Mhm.
think about most of the people who are shopping at a Target, they are middle class to affluent black folks, right? So like you are talking and what is another spin on this is the fact that we know that Target has always been like a fanciful thing for black folks, which is why you shop at Target because it's a
Mm.
luxury thing in the cosmology of your shopping, right? And so when we think about boycotting it for its DEI rollbacks, who the fuck are you really doing this for? Like this feels like a vanity project because meanwhile, your auntie, your grandma, your granddaddy, and your mom and them ain't going to Target because they can't afford that in their regular everyday grocery shop or their shopping in general. They're going to a Food Lion, to a Safeway, to a Walmart. Or meanwhile, your aunties, your aunts, your uncles, your grandmas, and your granddaddies, and your cousin Pookies, they at Amazon getting beat down in the damn factory because they hiring them over there and treating them like shit. But we boycotting Target, like I
It's
it
'cause
it
Target is
doesn't make any
easy.
sense because the most affluent people who have the means to shop wherever they want to are the ones who are boycotting.
And to your point,
Mhm.
um, Target's just easy to boycott because it's already expensive. Like you said, it's like you don't really what are you missing? Because it's like, girl, I don't have to pay $80 for this
For a bag of
little for
grapes.
2 T-shirts. Yeah, like, what it like, okay, that and so it's just something that we can just be like, "Cool, we don't gotta go." And that's been the
Yeah,
attitude because it's not a that one is not a necessity, and like you
it
said,
is
it's
not.
not in the Walmarts in, like, these places that are, like, very, like, low income are way more important than,
Thank you.
Target, but that's why people don't miss it. That's exactly
That's
why
what
people don't miss it because it's like,
thank you.
we can do this other things we
A
could do.
and, like, I get that, like, it does show that how impactful our dollar is. Like, I totally get it, and I'm not negating that. And I also understand that we can't afford to necessarily boycott a Walmart because it's the only
Mhm.
source of, like, grocer that one community may have. But there are other ways to stick it to the man while not sacrificing, people's food on their table.
Yeah.
Or saying, "Okay, well, we know that a Food Lion? Honey, you should be working to get a Food Lion distribution center in other places that don't have one." I'm in North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia area. Food Lions be in all the hoods, and they make sure they be doing Food Line feeds, gives back. Jimmy bought some oranges today down to the Food Lion. He said, "Well, listen to this. I just bought some oranges, and guess what I did? I just fed 5 families." You see what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay,
Like, you
yes.
see what I'm saying? So, like, it just feels very strange to me that this feels like such a big monumental thing, and then now it's become the Jamal Bryant show because
Mm,
he's the face of it. And this is like a multi-million dollar like pastor who spends his days talking on the internet and behind a pulpit about everything but what we really need to be talking about. Take your church and turn out some food, pay a light bill, pay a mortgage payment. You know what I'm saying? Do something like that. So I just feel like this whole Target boycott thing is a bunch of bullshit to me. I've been going into
mm,
Target, it ain't gonna make never mind. I don't shop there often. It's not my, like, go-to place for all my needs. I'm going in there for, like, every other 2 weeks for 1 or 2 things I know I can get specifically at Target. That's really it. But outside of that, baby boy, I'm at Food Lion with it. I'm at
mm,
everywhere else with it. So it just feels like, for me, that it's just a big waste and more of like a vanity project because Walmart and other places like that, they still your auntie and them be broke the fuck down at the damn greeter section at the front of the Walmart, tore down, back hurting, knees hurting, because they are working inequitable hours. They hire these old ass people to do this work in the most hood Walmart. They got your cousin Pookie working 12, 16-hour shifts, putting food on it. Why are we not talking about the demands there? But instead, we're talking about a place that's Target that's built like a damn mall in some places, and they don't even employ that many black people. Like Walmart is the one that employs the most black people out of the big box stores. So it just feels like a waste, and I don't care about it. I want it to be over. Like, and yeah, we can stop boycott. We can continue to boycott food. I mean, Target. Do what you want to do, but I'm not. I don't pay that shit no attention because to me it just feels very silly and a waste of
mm.
time. So sorry, and I could be
Alright.
wrong. I could be wrong, but like it's my opinion! So,
And thank you. Thank you
you're
for
welcome.
sharing, and that was other people's business.
Thank you so much.
So, in the vein of and it's veiny, um, it it's is it really that deep? So, this one,
Let's hear
it's
it.
titled, "My Husband is Bullying Teenage Girls Online."
Crazy. Crazy.
This is reminiscent of the documentary that was on, like,
I need to
I
cut a
forgot,
light
was it
on. It's
Netflix?
dark in here, honey.
Um, oh, he got his little poom poom shorts on, y'all.
Stop.
It's he got the shorter shorts on, his
I'm in a
Daisy
house.
Dukes.
I gotta let this
Okay,
thing breathe, honey.
okay, that cooch,
Okay.
the back and the
Like
front.
my conch shell.
Okay. Alright. Let me pull it together. So, and this is one of those ones that I tried to shorten up
Mhm.
because, I be getting tongue-tied on
He
these
beat you
things.
down, okay?
Eat me up. The girls can't read. You can't read.
Open the schools,
Okay?
honey.
Please. Okay. Here we are. We're in our mid-20s and have one child together and expecting another. I went to sign into my TikTok on my husband's phone. Okay, so that's the background.
Okay.
They're
Okay.
mid-20s, they have one
Mid-20s,
child,
got a kid, signing into his
and one
phone
on
for TikTok.
and one on the way.
Oh,
The
and
kid
one on
on
the
the
way.
one on the way. It's a girl.
Okay.
Mental note.
Okay.
So the wife signed on to she was gonna go sign on the TikTok on his phone. So and this is happening during a car ride. And so as she logged onto the account, she said, I noticed an account that I didn't recognize. And I asked him about it, and he said he had no idea what it was, and they just moved on from the conversation.
Okay.
She said, I had a gut feeling something was up. And I
Yeah.
asked to look at his phone, and he gave it to me as she logged in. She found multiple comments from her husband on a bunch of pretty girls' TikTok pages, ages ranging from 15 to 20, making comments about how their kitty cat is loose, how they look like sluts for posting lip
Okay.
sync videos. Like,
What the
okay.
fuck?
And most of the comments were all pretty degrading in nature. So the wife is like, I'm horrified. Like, he's been around my two teenage sisters often. He works teaching girls and boys. He's also been a massive advocate for women's rights, and tries to teach our son to be respectful of women. But she's like, has he been hiding himself from all of these years? She doesn't know what to do because they have a daughter on the way.
What? 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 Maybe, like, the advocacy that he feels like he's doing, he has to also bully these women into putting
This is
their
crazy.
I don't know. This one got me stumped, honey, because what? Not you, like, bullying 15 to 20-year-old girls is crazy. Like, that is crazy. Also, let's talk about the fact they have a kid in their mid-20s and have another on the way. Stressful. So, he's gotta let off that steam somehow, okay? Because, baby, please, I'm 34 and I ain't got no kids, and y'all got 2?
Two.
Wow. Wow. Um, so I hey,
As a, how problematic is this from a 1 to 10? Like, is this
9.
divorceable?
This is a 9
Do you,
for
like
me.
because it is problematic for sure. Um, and it begs we need a deeper look. Like, what else are you
What
doing?
th
Like,
Thank you. Thank
it just
you.
seems it seems very odd, very very odd to do that. But people
Because
do
why
make
are
these
you
stan
doing this?
pages because I don't know the psychology of it. But like I said, it was like that documentary where the girl's mom was like
Yes. Yes,
doing like
bullying her.
yes, like
Yeah,
not that it was much different, but like that was a parent bullying their child. But like this itself is odd. It's so
yeah,
strange.
because you are bullying random people, and women at that, and you a grown ass man doing this shit with a whole wife. So, like
That's what them stan pages do.
and I guess maybe that's what it is. It's you know what this is? This is the same kinda crazy as that bitch that was trying to shoot up Rihanna house, okay? So, it's just it's the degrees of
It's
separation
a
are
pinch.
yeah, like, it's they're not too far away. It's like, we know each other, but we don't know each other, and it's given that because why? And and then in, like, a front-facing world, you're, like, an advocate for women's rights and taking up for the youth and all that, but then you get on TikTok and you say, "Girl, fuck the youth and put your titties away, you dirty slut." Like, crazy,
It's crazy.
crazy.
It's
Like,
crazy.
he
It
need
is
his ass
crazy.
beat. That's what it is. So, I don't know if anybody knows him, but when you find out who this is, beat his ass for me because that's
Mm,
some creepy shit right there. Because to your point, what else are you doing? Who else are you
yeah,
talking to? What are you saying in them
yeah.
DMs? Okay? That's crazy. Not that is so wild. That is so wild. Like, can you
Mhm.
imagine you up and you laying next to this man at 11:30 before y'all go to bed? Like, this fucking slut ass bitch, you so ugly and you need to close your shirt because why are you even out like this? Like, that is
That's
crazy.
it is crazy. At their big age.
Yeah.
What is that? That
That is
is crazy.
crazy. You on a toilet and you in the living room. He's like, "I'm going to the bathroom, babe." And he in the bathroom bullying, okay? Cyberbullying these girls. He is literally cyberbullying little Kaylee in Nebraska, okay?
Little Kaylee for
Crazy,
doing
crazy
her
work,
two-step.
honey. That is
My God.
crazy. He said, "Stop
It's
dancing on the internet, you little slut." Like, wild, wild. Pray for him because
mm,
he need it.
pray for the
Mm.
kids. Terrible.
Don't even snap
All
for him,
right.
pray for him.
Well, so apparently it really is that deep.
It's very deep, okay? There's some
It's very
deep-seated
deep.
issues that my boy got going
So,
on.
yeah, and I don't know how to resolve that.
Mhm.
Um, okay, and we move on to the final section of this show. Oh my God,
Let's hear it.
the quick question. This is so interesting, and I want to just give a quick shout out to my friend Everett. He
Hey,
invited me
Everett.
to, hey Everett, he invited me to this unpopular opinions show. Apparently it's something that the folks do. And he saw it on Instagram or something, and
Okay.
they bring people together into like a room, and folks can come up. They make their own PowerPoint, and they say, "This is my unpopular opinion," and they explain it, and you vote in the audience. You get a little paddle, and you vote on if you agree or don't agree. First off, very surprised that, there's an audience for everything.
I
So that room
see
was
this.
filled.
I see
Mhm.
this. Okay.
So, did you look it up?
I did, and I see that one boy has
Yeah.
a full
eh,
PowerPoint.
Yes. Oh, they
Not
all have
Ryan
PowerPoint.
Coogler, it's Tyler Perry in a different font.
That was the one I went to because I want to bring up some of these. Are you ready?
Wow.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
bring.
let's
Let
get
me
into
start.
it.
Since you said that one, that person's opinion was terrible. It was a bad one.
Okay.
It was a terrible take.
Okay.
It just they basically were saying that Ryan Coogler doesn't even give this. She's the girl said there's too many plot holes and it's not character development. Same way Tyler Perry does it, and Ryan Coogler does all the producing and directing and blah blah blah. That was her argument. She was wrong. The people in the audience were like, "Girl,
Okay, about to say because that don't even sound
the
that's not even the same. That's
the
apples and
girl."
oranges, mama.
Yeah, like, girl, you call these plot holes just because you're not paying attention to the movie. And I
Right.
do want to say at this point, Tyler Perry, the big difference here is Tyler Perry has so much more volume. He's putting
Yeah.
out so much content. Ryan Coogler, you might get one or two things a
Yeah.
year, if that. And so, yes, he can direct
And
and
they
produce and write
he
because
puts
he's
out
only focusing.
well-rounded researched
Yes,
things,
yes.
like,
Tyler
they're
Perry does
sound.
not.
Yeah.
Right. Tyler
Tyler
Perry does
Perry
not.
said, "Your sister is also your cousin and it's your baby mama." Like,
Yes, that's it. Okay, so this was one of the first questions that they asked. Maybe it was the second or third.
okay.
They said, unpopular opinion, Chris Brown does not deserve our support.
You know where I stand
And
on that.
and I wanted to bring it to the table because when I was in that room, a lot of those people agreed.
Yeah.
My
I
thought,
It's different.
I thought that a lot of those people in that room were lying because there's no way that all these people think that, but this man is doing sold out stadium arena tours, music still hitting top 10 Billboard years
Yikes.
and years and years after this particular incident. So I'm as you said it, you agree.
I
You
do.
agree he does not
I'm not
deserve
a
the support.
fan. Like,
So
no.
so explain.
Chris Brown is, to me, in my opinion,
Mhm.
albeit unpopular, I think that Chris Brown has continuously showed us that he is, temperamental.
Mhm.
He is, I don't wanna use the word aggressive 'cause I hate using the word aggressive for Black people. He is boisterous in the worst way, um, and he's very bullheaded, intolerant,
Mm.
and so when people show you these things, they don't
Yes.
deserve your support. Like the same way I don't support R. Kelly. I don't really support Trey Songz because Keke Palmer tried to tell us that he was a creep. Okay. And what do we say? No, we love him. He's so sexy. Two and three and four things can be true simultaneously. So I don't think that he deserves our support because he still finds time to belittle women, treat them like shit, beat up on them, be angry, go to places and do and fight and kick over and are rude to people.
Mhm.
And to that, in my opinion, I say let's not support him. But the popular opinion is that that doesn't matter. We love him
Mhm.
anyway. It's crazy to me how people really love Future, and the way that Future talks about dogging women all the time, and then women be in the club like, "Yes, that's my baby daddy, we love you," and it's, like, crazy to me. So, I don't understand. I don't understand. So, for me, it's a
Mhm.
no.
So, thoughts here.
Yeah.
One can also say the actions that Chris Brown has exhibited they are very common among
Mhm. Yeah,
guys who
absolutely.
R&B singers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because yes, is that not? Was James Brown was stomping mud holes in the girls too, and that he was a
True.
terrible person.
Very true. Very
So
true.
why in a ton of those old school folks,
Mhm.
womanizers, all that stuff, why don't they get that same thing? Why do they still get the support? Because you know, they
Yeah.
were terrible people, but why do they get it and he does not get
Yeah.
that grace?
Very, very good point. I think that maybe the culture at the time, I think culture and not to say that that's the only like um interdependency, but I think like the time that we live in now with like Me Too movement and understanding the nuances of like sexuality and patriarchy. Hey Jody, so precious. Look at the boy. We love him. Meanwhile, my dog is not even thinking about me right now. Um, like I think it is just a different time. And
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real. Like, how many people are really supporting any of those people anymore? Like, I
Old
mean, yeah,
heads.
to my point, old heads, because they grew up in a time where, the man was able to kick a hole in your ass and, you just did what you had to do and, you stand up. But we live in a time where it's like, absolutely the fuck not. So I think it, it depends on one, your own upbringing and what you think around the patriarchy and all those things. But like, I just choose in my opinion, I think the reason why is because those folks of that era just,
Mhm.
that's what they believed in and it's okay and we going to push forward. But now we don't have to do that. And
Mm.
so I am all for cutting people off. And I think that there's nothing wrong with like not wishing him ill will
Yeah.
and all that, but like the way that people be going up for him is crazy when he would punch your ass in the face if you got too close. So like, yeah.
So, is he irredeemable?
I won't say that he's irredeemable. I think that he just wouldn't get the total love and support that and flat out, like, laying the red carpet out before his feet. He doesn't deserve that.
Mm.
Because you can't like and this is all opinion based. So, my feeling is gonna vary from the next 3 or 4 people, clearly yours too. So I think, like, he's not irredeemable, but, like, I don't think he should ever have the space to rise to the star level that one would think he should.
It's too late, he's old now.
Yeah,
Um,
so
in that vein, is a Nicki Minaj irredeemable?
oh, baby, no. We're done. and
Now, how okay,
only
okay.
because she has built her entire career off the backs of the very same people she is, like, taking a direct opposition to. So for me, that is like, you are not only just shitty, but then you double down on being shitty. Like, that is what for me, so that's irredeemable because now you're like, you're just digging the hole and keep digging,
Mm,
and you feel proud of that. So for me, that's irredeemable. But
mm,
and or because of the same statements that I made earlier about Chris Brown, you don't
mhm,
necessarily have to, like, be thrown off the planet, but, like, the star status that you think in the movement of the culture that you once had, you should no longer have access to. The key snatch the keys back, bitch,
mm.
okay? Because you built your entire career off of being this like, "Oh," and like with the gays and doing all this stuff, and then now all of a sudden, you wanna align yourself with people who are literally trying to kill queer people, want them eliminated. And that to me is crazy and not is not redeemable. Like the
Mm.
coupon that you have for the culture, honey, we ripped it up. It's expired. We don't have room for that anymore.
So last question here.
Mhm.
What is redeemable?
I don't know. I don't necessarily know if there is a specific thing that I would say is
Mm,
redeemable or unredeemable. Um, I guess it depends on a lot of different things.
mm.
Time, place, space, culture, people, opinion, thought.
If Nicki Minaj said that she is a schizophrenic, coked up, junkie who has been taken advantage of th for the last, like, 5 years, would you be like, "Oh,"
No. Like,
because
absolutely not.
Doja Cat, she says she's bipolar or something.
I don't give a listen, I've been off Doja Cat because
It's just was it the chat rooms?
very much the chat rooms, very much
Mm,
the chat rooms for me. Like once I started like and I already knew she had that like weird, like super white element to her where like saying the N word and like doing that kind of like slapsticky, weird race play shit was already a part of her like cosmology. But yeah, no. Keep it.
mm.
Keep it.
Kanye,
Irredeemable at this point. I mean, you see he hasn't really been able to make a full comeback. Like
Azalea Banks.
she's just crazy. Like, she's not redeemable or irredeemable. She's just a blip in the cosmos. No one I don't but she makes herself she, like, redeems herself and then makes herself irredeemable. Like, she just rides both sides. She does whatever the fuck she wants. She's one of those people who and there's not many
Mhm,
people like that, that can say whatever the fuck she wants and stand 10 toes down on it, and then has a nuanced understanding of something, and you're like, "Wow, now it's
mm,
a cold day in hell," and I wanna agree with her, but she's absolutely right. But,
yeah.
like, Nicki Minaj, Kanye West, Chris Brown, what have
Trey
they ever
Songz.
said Trey Songz, that what have they ever said that would make one say, "You know what, actually, you're right." Nothing. They have just been, like, stupid and utterly, like, ridiculous in their thought and action. So,
Mm,
they don't give us enough to make them redeemable again. So,
mhm,
they stay in this cycle of being shunned by a lot of people because they don't have anything there's no substance there. And I don't care if you've been a druggie and you're schizophrenic. That's like my man that said nigga. He got okay, okay, and let's not even bring
irredeemable.
that back. Irredeemable, honey.
I
So,
can't.
like,
I
hey,
can't.
so sorry,
My God.
girls. Irredeemable. Hope and wish you well. Not
Good
really.
Lord. Okay, well, my goodness, so that wraps that up, and that wraps up this episode, Lord.
This was a great one. Welcome back, everyone.
Uh,
Welcome back.
welcome back. We gave y'all a thick one too.
Not a thick one, a veiny one.
Mhm. Yes. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Very Snickers bar episode
Mhm,
today.
mhm.
Mm, mm, mm,
Wow.
mm. Well, we'll be
A very
back.
Monica episode.
Yes, yes. Thanks, Monica.
girl. My nigga.
Uh, oh, I'm hungry now.
I am very
Mm,
hungry. I'm gonna have some Jersey
mm.
Mike's.
Ooh, what you get?
I get a whatever it is, a turkey club with Mike's Way, and she eats it. Beef
Ugh,
peppers on them.
with
Ew.
sorry, with Vinica?
Yeah, with vinegar, honey.
I
With
don't
my
like
vinegar. You don't like
with your Vinica.
vinegar?
No. It looks
Wow.
good. Like Mike's Ways looks good.
But you say you're not putting any vinegar on your
No,
sandwich.
pass.
It's
I do like the
crazy.
relish though. That little relish is everything.
Absolutely not. See, now you wildin'. Don't put that
You
shit
don't
on
like that?
there.
You don't like it? What? It's so tasty.
See,
Wait,
I
what
knew
did you
you were
say?
different.
What was the sandwich that you said you was
A
getting?
turkey club.
Just turkey?
Well, turkey club has, like, turkey, bacon, and all
Oh
the
yeah,
things on it.
bacon.
Mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
Mike's Way, lettuce,
I'm not
tomato.
putting, like, roast beef. I'm not putting no.
Mm,
Mm-mm. I'm not a roast beef
mm,
fan.
mm.
Them beef
Especially
curtains,
if it.
honey.
I was about to say, especially if it's in between them legs
Yeah,
or in the back.
no. Yeah,
Okay.
honey, no. No
Okay.
thanks.
Worn out. All right. Well, that wraps up this
Thanks for
particular
coming,
episode. It was a
everyone.
good time. Yon, yon, yon. We'll be back. Thanks, guys, for being patient, and we apologize. But here you are, yet
Here we
again.
are. Be thankful. Be grateful.
Be grateful. Oh
What
my
is
God.
that's what I
Can
said.
I say? Yes.
Yeah,
Be grateful. Be grateful.
be very
Okay.
grateful. All right,
Oh yeah.
bye-bye.
Follow us. Bye.
Bye-bye.